Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Scott and Jaime Show. I'm Scott with Velocity.
And I'm Jaime, also with Velocity.
And today's topic is, what's the right way to love? And I'm sure our faithful viewers remember, Jaime, that just a few weeks ago we talked about this idea of COPS, which was a acronym for another way of going about dating. It stood for me, looking for someone who's creative, the C, someone who's optimistic, the O, someone with poise, the P, the second P was for passion, and then the last letter, S, was for smarts, because I have found in my life that I often emphasize the passion, overlooking the other things early on in the dating process, and I thought, wow, how if I start rounding out this and becoming a little bit more detailed, I bet I'll be a little more insightful and introspective as I'm out there on the dating scene. And it got a lot of very interesting responses from people who were watching it. People wrote into us, people who watched it really enjoyed it. So today we want to talk about beyond COPS. Is there a right way to love in the first place? Jaime.
Right, beyond COPS.
Beyond COPS.
You have to over-enunciate it or you're not doing it right.
Right.
But, so let's say you use COPS and you get into a relationship, or you're already in a relationship right now, and as we had one viewer say, and I scored my partner, and it looks like we're going to stay together.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite emails. Yeah, that was great.
So you're in the relationship, but things might not be going well. And one of the reasons they might not be going well is you're not speaking the right love language. So Gary Chapman wrote a book called The 5 Languages of Love, and he talks about people speaking different love languages. And those languages, Scott, are words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and physical touch.
Right.
So a lot of guys think automatically when they hear that list, ooh, I'm physical touch. And it might not always be the case, right?
And he has an assessment that you take, right?
He does, and it's online.
And we love an assessment.
And I'm sure Scott's going to have it right here.
Right there. Yeah,
perfect.
Just like that. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
So you can take the assessment for yourself and find out what your top love language is. But what Gary says is very often you and your partner do not speak the same love language. So you might have quality time
as my number one. Yeah, that's right. It is quality time.
And I might have physical touch as my number one.
Right.
Which physical touch really means that you're a hugger. You know, you want to hold hands when you're out in public. You don't mind public displays of affection, something like that.
Right.
So you may want to spend a lot of time, and if I'm not right there, you would think, ooh, you know, I'm not getting the love that I need.
Right.
Whereas I may feel slighted if you don't want to hold hands with me in public.
Yes, and I remember I was once dating someone who liked to give me a lot of gifts, which did nothing for me because I think it was, as I recall, when you get the Chapman results, it gives you the ordering of yours, and that was my last one.
Yeah,
it's just not that important to me. Right. I mean, a certain amount of stuff is important to me, but beyond that, it's like, what's the point? I'm a minimalist, so I don't really want it.
Right.
And I would often feel badly because I wasn't sort of being effusive in my appraise of the gift, when normally I'm effusive about everything.
Right.
So it didn't do anything for me, and so he didn't understand what it was that I wanted, and frankly, I did not articulate it.
Right. So just another thing to think about when you are in a relationship, or even in a deep friendship or with a family member, are you speaking your child's love language, right? If they are quality time and you're like, not now, not now, not now, what is the message the child who's a quality time lover getting from what you're doing, your behavior?
Yeah, I think it's a great book, and I also think, keep in mind that like with all assessments, that these are your top 5. That doesn't mean that you're only a person who appreciates quality time if that's your number one. That you may appreciate all of them to a certain degree, but to understand the way in which a person expresses love, I think is critical to the success of any long-term relationship, intimate or otherwise.
I think that's exactly right.
All right. Well, thanks, Jaime. Another fun episode of the Scott and Jaime Show, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.